Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the We All Juggle Knives channel. So you may remember some time ago, I did a review of the Nextool Black Knight multi-tool. That is the box right there. But what is that mysterious box next to it? Well, it has come to my attention that there is another version of this same multi-tool that was sold primarily in countries outside the US, and that this other version actually is the predecessor of the Black Knight, and it has a slightly different tool set, including a Firesteel. So in this video I will show you that other multi-tool, and I will tell you how to take the Firesteel from that and stick it on your Black Knight multi-tool. Now a few of these have popped up on US Amazon, so I will include that link if it is still active. It was sold under a different brand name, but right on the box it does say Nextool. Alright, so it has pliers with wire cutters, it has a saw that locks, a non-locking plain edge blade. It also has a Firesteel, a bottle opener, 2 screwdrivers, right, and it has some very large scissors or shears. All right, but the main thing, it has this Firesteel instead of the bit driver. Now, you can remove it completely, and that's so that you can strike it with the spine of the saw. All right, let's demonstrate this. All right, so those are special fire starters, which I make from the heads of Q-tips and petroleum jelly. And those are going to catch our sparks. Now, I did a lot of experimenting with this Firesteel. At first, I just tried to light the shavings on fire directly, as I do with my normal Firesteel. But it is so small that the sparks were just too small and short-lived to directly light the shavings. So you're going to have to use something like those fire starters that I made. Fortunately, those catch sparks very, very well. Alright, so as I was experimenting, I did scrape off a lot of this Firesteel, and that was just when I was trying to light the shavings directly. But if you use my little fire starting helpers there, you will preserve the Firesteel for much longer. Right, but you do have to carry something like that just to help the fire get started. So this is such a small Firesteel that I really consider it only a backup. I would definitely recommend carrying a large and in charge Firesteel like the one that I've been using for years that you see there, right? But a backup is always good to have. Now, as for most of the other tools on this, they are identical to those on the Black Knight, which I have reviewed. So you can check out that video if you want the full details, but here are some clips from that video. The tool generally works very well. Here's some of those scissors on the paracord. So yeah, the Black Knight, it's a pretty good multi-tool, definitely worth your time. It's goes for between 30 and 35. You could see it on sale, and it has a bit driver. Okay, but now I'm going to show you how to take the Firesteel from the other version and put the Firesteel on your Black Knight while still keeping the bit driver. So you see those, there is a pivot screw there, right? Those are Torx screws. So you're going to need 2 Torx drivers. I'll include links. You'll need 2 Torx drivers to unscrew that pivot. And once you've done that, you can take off the 2 smaller tools, which is the nail file, the bottle opener, you know, and it's also a knot untying tool there. And there's a flathead on the bottle opener. There's a space there, right, where you remove those. And then you have to move the bit driver over. You have to move the bit driver shank over to make room for your Firesteel. Oh, and I also ground that down to make more room so it can fold in. Alright, so now that you've done all that, just take your Firesteel and just stick it in that space like so. And now you can fold it in. And so now you have the Firesteel and you still have the bit driver. Alright, and like I said, I don't really use the nail file or the bottle opener, so I figure even if I only end up using that Firesteel maybe once or twice, it's still going to be a bit more useful to me than those other tools. Alright, so there you go. Now it would be cool if they would sell that Firesteel separately so that you didn't have to buy the other multi-tool, you know, to make this Frankenstein creation. So maybe they will do that. And I do wish that the Firesteel worked a little better, but I mean, I guess there has to be limitations. I mean, it's just such a small Firesteel. And there you see that the bit driver still works. Now, when you grind away part of the bit driver, don't grind it completely. You still need a square part to fit the adapter over, but it can be done and it still works. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the text description box for useful links that also support the channel. Consider subscribing. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.